No, I do have a slight shrapnel wound in my... And I do have a bald spot on the doodads from some Willie Pete that got a little close. But most of the scars are inside, where you can't see them. But they're there just the same. Scars from the days when the name on my uniform said Greaseman Ellie, but everybody knew me as Sergeant Fury! Twang Tree, 1967. We were old grizzled vets in no time at all. You grow up fast when you're under fire. When the bullets are flying there, your eyes develop a hard-bitten look. I remember one day we were sitting around camp, eating some peaches and heavy sauce, comparing close calls we've had. One of the guys said, I remember I was riding along in a Jeep and I had it shot out from under me. I had to continue on foot. One guy said, I was on a tank one time, had it shot out from under me. Had to continue on a bicycle. I said, that's nothing. I one time had a whack shot out from under me. Had to continue by hand. Incoming! It was a surprise attack that so often happened. Mortars from out of nowhere. Men were diving for holes, returning fire into the elephant grass. Running panic-stricken for anything. Look out, look out, look out, look out! Hot one on the way, grab some real estate! But we were pinned down there. I mean, pinned down as you can be pinned down there. But all of a sudden, out of the blue, our redemption came in the form of a goddess, slinging lead from the bush. She somehow got a position over our heads. She could see the flicker fire, the enemy machine gun. She could hear the whoop of the enemy mortar tubes. And she directed her fire in such a way as to be deadly telling. We eventually found two guys slumped over a mortar tube. We found another two that were manning the machine gun, riddled. I turned around and I looked at her. I said, well, little darling, you sure did some good work. You saved our lives. Fury, United States Marine Corps. She said, Kim Zong, South Vietnamese Army. I said, well, Miss Zong, how about a little zing? She said, I tell you something, G.I. No, hanky-panky. I'm soldier. I fight. Kill many VC. And I kill you. You don't treat me with respect. I said, now, wait a minute. Don't wait. Oh, Nelly. Don't get your bowels in an uproar. I just been a long time with that female company. We don't have any females in combat roles, and I was just thinking. She said, well, you stop thinking. I'm soldier, just like you. I said, all right. But I couldn't help but thinking that she looked dice. She stayed with our unit for several weeks. And every time I put the moves on her, she'd bat my hand away. One time she even pulled out a bayonet, flipped me, and held it to my throat. So I knew she was definitely not receptive to my overtures. She was a soldier and one of the best. One day we were on patrol and we had all fanned out to make less noise, to try to encounter the enemy. I was thinking about her. I guess I wasn't paying attention. Oh, sure, I was looking for bouncing betties. I was looking for punji sticks waiting for me. But I wasn't looking for quicksand. And that's what I found. And the damn thing was I couldn't shout for help because I'd get help all right. A crowd of VC around me laughing. The quicksand was up to my waist when Kim Fong came out of the grass and saw me there. She said, I don't have rope. I said, well, I guess I no have chance to live. She just looked at me. I said, you know what you could do? You could hang, see that branch overhead? She said, but I don't have rope. I said, I know you don't have rope. Listen to me. You hang from the branch. She said, but no, you grab my legs, you pull me in, you're too heavy. I said, will you listen to me? I know I'm going in. The quicksand is going to buy me the farm. All I'm asking you is to hang from the limb. Let me have a little bit of gobbledygook. She said, you always die. I said, it's a dying man's last request. You want to stand there and watch me die? Fine. I'm just asking you. Crying out loud, I'm history. Do you see that? I'm history! Look at me! Quicksand was chest high. I said, I'm just asking you. Hang from the limb. Spread me a feast and spare me the yeast. You know, there was some compassion in that hard-bitten little girl who'd only known war. Who'd never held a pocketbook on her shoulder, but an M16 all her life. She climbed that tree and dropped trow and hung from the limb. And I dined. I must have noshed away for about half an hour. She said, how come you no sink and die? I said, because I'm standing on a ledge, baby.